before because it's words that you remember from before. Any excuse will do. The thing that's making you do it will use any excuse to make you fail.
Mm.
Well, that's what it feels like. Obviously, it's not. They're not tangible people. But that's what it feels like. I can't explain it any other way, but that's what it feels
Explain
like.
it as best you can, Mommy, any way you can.
It drives you nuts because you know full well you know what to do, you know what to say, you know the words to use, you know how to pace it, you know it all. And you stand and you start, and it all goes, and you sit there looking at it because you almost see it,
Mm.
and you think, what the fuck happened? Did somebody come in here? Did the cat push something? And it just drives you insane. It really does. Well, you don't let it drive you insane, but it's that sort of thing that makes people who have this condition end up being put away because they're insane. Because only an insane person would react
No,
like that
people
or
are put
do
away
that.
because they need somewhere safe to be, and you have
You think
somewhere
that's the
safe to.
big?
That's
I
why
don't have that problem.
you're safe, Mommy. That's
I've got you, and I've got the other guy,
it.
whose name escapes me completely at this point, but he's thinner than you are and you're short. And I know the way they think. I may not know so much the way I think. I, you can look down at me and know that part of my brain is still working, else I would not be wearing a silk skirt cut like this with embroidery all over it, which matches this, which goes up in small rings that don't get washed out by this, all the way up to here. Something in my body, and of necessity my brain, what's left of it, has figured it out for me. So I know, generally speaking, I can start on something and I may have to sort of don't need quite so much, sort of a thing. But basically, it's sort of in order and acceptable. The point is it acceptable? Is it what people would expect a person like me to do, say, have, mix with, all of that? And I've spoken to other people. I spoke to other people before I started coming back up here. And they said, you should really write something because nearly all of us, don't you think, Mary? Nearly all of us suffer from this, where it seems perfectly all right in our heads, but it's not quite right for the people who are putting things together and doing stuff down there. And suddenly you're in the wrong. And people say, well, she's happy, the other day she went out and what she did? She bought herself some ice cream and then stuck it in her one of those things. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And people end up doing that, and that's how they end up in institutions. Because
Yeah,
they're obviously nuts.
only if they're a danger to themselves or others, and that's why they go there. But
Now,
you
if
don't
you,
need to go to an institution because you're here
yes,
and you're safe.
having you and having
No, this is your
my
house,
own
Mommy.
house,
Yeah, this is your house.
that saves me.
Yeah.
Because if that was taken away, they would have the right to give me the things I lack. And the things that I lack are this, and the things that they give me are that. And I look stupid just walking around holding on to it. It's like people saying, well, you need some extra t-shirts and bringing me the most appalling
Well, it doesn't matter
t-shirts.
what the t-shirt looks like. It's clean clothes. And you have a nice wardrobe. You haven't clothes you haven't worn in
Yes,
ages.
I have to start wearing clothes.
Yeah, you wear the
But I
same
was
thing
sort
over
of
and over again.
waiting for them to come when I had somebody who'd seated themselves in that chair looking at me.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that when I appear, I look normal.
You do have a whole set of clothes in there. You have, some nice
Nice clothes.
Yeah.
Well, I used to buy nice clothes.
Yeah.
I used to make nice clothes.
But you tend to like keep scrounging on the mangoes, and then you get mango juice all down your fronts,
Yes.
and mango stains.
Because I'll tell you something, and I don't know why, and it's something I've been trying to figure out. I'm hungry 90% of the time.
Wumpy, you don't stop eating.
I am aware of that. I eat this way, that way, all sorts of things. I'll eat off the floor.
You want a yogurt?
Yes, please.